Spiritual formation. Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Gary. Thank you so much for giving us a few moments of your time as we explore what it means to be formed spiritually. Are we willing to act like Christians if it does not cost us anything? Consider a biblical illustration of costly faith in 2 Samuel 24:24. In this narrative, we see David coming to the house of Araunah the Jebusite. Because of David's sin against God, the death angel was sent and 70,000 men of Beersheba died. The death angel stops at Araunah's property. He sees David's chariot coming. The narrative states that David came to buy the threshing floor to build an altar to the Lord, that the plague may be turned back from the people. Araunah offered to give him the threshing floor property free. David's insistence said otherwise. Note his words in 24. I will not offer burnt offerings to the Lord my God, which cost me nothing. I want to ask you, what is the orientation of your faith? How does it align itself with Scripture? The reason we need to ask this is because we serve such a generous God, a merciful God who is kind to us and blesses us far beyond what we could possibly deserve, that we can be lulled to sleep thinking that's what Christian maturity is all about. I pray I give God all my concerns, and He blesses me abundantly and takes care of everything. And there's an element of faith where many times that can be true. But there was also times when God asked us to sacrifice those blessings He's given us on behalf of His kingdom. John Ashcroft, a two-time governor and servant and served a term in the Senate. John was popular, a very popular political figure, and could have won an additional term as governor. His opponent was Governor Mel Carnahan, who was tragically killed in a plane crash just 2 weeks before the election. Since the ballots could not be changed at such a late date, the Democrats decided that votes would still be cast for the deceased governor and his wife, Jean Carnahan. And she would be the one to serve in her husband's place if she won. John Ashcroft chose not to campaign any further. How could he run against a wife who had just lost her husband, children who had just lost their father, and a state who had just lost their governor? With the election being close, Ashcroft conceded the election, which probably deserved a recount. Some of Ashcroft's closest Christians stated that God must have even bigger plans. He responded with, have you ever heard of John the Baptist or Stephen who was stoned? That's a powerful comeback and perspective from a servant leader. You see, sometimes God can ask us to do the right thing and then let us pay the price for doing the right thing. That's what pushes us toward an authentic faith, not denying that God does bless us and give us many good gifts, and we should receive them, but also accepting that at times He may ask of us out of obedience many of those blessings He has given us. He may ask us to do the right thing and let us pay the price. Will we have an authentic faith at that moment? Thank you for giving me a few moments of your time as we continue to explore more deeply now what it means to be formed spiritually. And there are times in which we will suffer for the right decision against other people's wrong actions. I know that's a difficult thing maybe to wrap your mind around it. But trust me, I've been in that situation. I have lived through those dark moments. And I can testify that God will form you in those dark moments for doing the right thing but paying the penalty for it. I'd be so grateful if you take a moment and share this content on your social platform so that others can have an opportunity to go on this journey with us to be formed spiritually. Well, until we can meet again, we bid you Godspeed. Bye for now.